Hello class, I just wanted to show you a couple of example paragraphs of what your in-class writing paragraphs, what you want to be aiming for, since I won't see you in class to go over it. So here is an example from a previous student who also evaluated a Padlet. And you can see that they have a topic sentence that starts out naming, what are we talking about? The Padlet board. What's it about? It's about Barbara Kingsolver's Stone Soup. So you're picking a reading, the same reading that you did your summary paper on. You want to look through and see who did a Padlet on that reading. And then you're going to go and look at that Padlet, and that's what you'll evaluate. So you want to say which one it is. You don't have to say the student's name, but just which reading is it. And you want to say if you're talking about strengths or weaknesses. So this paragraph is going to be about a strength, and it says one of the strengths is the organization. So everything in here relates to the organization. You can see how this author mentioned organization a few times just to create that coherency, that unity, to hold everything together in this paragraph. This author says, move this over for you a bit. It begins with the biographical content, goes on to the summary, then moves on to the thoughts of the passage, follows with the historical context, and ends with the secondary thoughts on the reading. So it just gives us as the reader an overview of how it was set up if we haven't looked at the Padlet. The organization of this information is clear and logical. Those are positive traits because it's a strength, and it flows well together. We're always looking for a good flow, so that's again another positive to reinforce that it's a strength. Once the audience learns about the author and reading, which is the biographical content mentioned here, the historical context and secondary thoughts help build a stronger understanding of the reading's main ideas. So to move from one to the next, as listed here, this person is saying why that organization is clear and logical and flows well, and it's because it kind of builds on each other. To create an understanding. In addition, the content in each section, so you want to give more than one example to support your claim. In addition is a good transition word, so make sure you're using transition words as you move from one example to the next. The content in each section is interesting and engaging and enhanced by the organization because it transitions well from one topic to the next. For instance, so they're going to describe this claim, the historical context block on the Padlet board starts by referring to the content in the previous block on the biography and summary. This Padlet board is neat and well written, so the organization stands out because it unifies the topics and makes the project coherent. Again, just reiterating what were we talking about, the organization, and some positive verbiage there to show that it was a strength. Here's another example. So when you move to your next paragraph, you can use a transition word like another strength, or maybe you're saying that there's a weakness to address as well, which is fine. So just name it. Is it a strength or a weakness of this Padlet board? I don't need to give the title and author again since I gave it in the previous paragraph, but if you want to, you can. This strength is all about the creativity. The most exceptional detail that makes this Padlet board outstanding is the background. That's their example. The picture that fills the wallpaper for the page is a spinning wooden windmill with lush green hills behind it. The sun is setting and the wind is blowing. In the foreground is a country cottage with a family spending time together in the front yard. It's very descriptive. If you are looking at some design elements, describing it for your reader is extremely useful. What makes the design of this background imaginative and inspired, which is a strength obviously, is that it makes the viewer want to become part of the peaceful family scene. So not only do we describe what the scene looks like and make it sound really inviting, we explain why that's positive for this particular story. It's all about family, and it makes us want to become part of that family. Stone Soup focuses on accepting all types of family structures and understanding the strength of a family comes from a community that supports each other. If the viewer feels a draw to join the community, which is what was created in the visual image according to this student, it mirrors Kingsolver's message about the importance of community and a strong family. The creativity, which is what this paragraph was about, so you reiterate that in your summary sentence, in this Padlet board positively enhances, again, it's a strength, so if we reinforce that element positively enhances the final product. So hopefully these two examples of paragraphs can help as you start to think about how you're going to build your paragraph for your in-class writing when we return. Thank you so much. Take care and let me know if you have any questions.